Hello, my name is Count Lovenstein and I am going to do a walk around of the Grid City Cyberpunk Hangout in Second Life. So the SL URL is up here, Moonridge 207-180-3511. That will be included in the description. Now we start off here in this info hub. So this contains teleportation to attractions around the sim. So they have Grid City Cinema, where they on Sunday nights at 3 PM Second Life time do a film showing once a week, and they have an arcade with playable arcade machines in it with old school arcade games from the 80s and 90s, and they have rentals, and you can rent apartments in the city. There we go, Sunday movie party night, live DJs, so plenty of attractions on. The owners of the sim are, there we go, no, that's, okay, I'm looking for, there we go, Hatred Moonfire, and co-owned by her partner, who is called Poppy Combi Acid. This Mars Volcavian, I'm not sure what part she plays in here because I've not met her yet. Could be she's just a friend who's read something in here. Anyway, onwards and upwards for a look around. So I'll start here at the donut shop and work my way around anti-clockwise. Yeah, clockwise, aye. This place looks like it's just a nice hangout for people in the sim to come and sit and have a chat. Aside from the Christmas decorations, there's kind of bizarre looking Santa Claus contraption here. And snow. Place is very much in the cyberpunk style, and we're having a wee bit of, the grid has been a little bit screwy the last few days. I don't know if they're doing an update or whatever, but I've noticed it taking longer than usual for textures to bake. Maybe I need to turn my inventory, not my inventory, my texture cache up. One of the things they have in here apparently is a racetrack, which is probably why they have these sports cars. So these builds here are the Tokyo After Dark by Ex Machina. They are very much a staple of Second Life Cyberpunk places, but what they've done here is pretty cool. They've done some modding. Used to, when I was young, really love hanging around these places in real life. They had a few of them in the local area where you could buy cannabis paraphernalia along with posters and all kinds of bangles and baubles that you could wear. Used to spend quite a lot of time and money in these places back in the 90s. Oh, nice, like what they've done with the back alley here. That's another cyberpunk trope, the rubbish lying around everywhere. Graffiti. They seem to have a serious problem with bin lorries and the not too distant future collections not being done. Empty shop there. What have we here? Christmas decorations. That looks like possibly a teleporter or something. Edmonton Oilers. Well, I am not familiar with that at all. Could be a baseball team, maybe, something like that. I am very much out of the loop with American sports. Now, here we have some rental apartments. Don't think I'm actually going to step inside these because they are possibly if they're being rented private rentals, but I'll take a nosy. Oh, it's quite nice. Views from the window, furniture, nice double bed, looks pretty good. Actually, I have my own sim that I co-own with another resident called Evie Fenway and a couple of other people, but I do keep a small rental apartment elsewhere in case I ever feel the need to get some peace and quiet and solitude in Second Life. More of the East Asian buildings. This seems to go back to William Gibson. Gibson was determined he didn't want to write a kind of American space sci-fi novel of the type that was very popular at the kind of turn of the 70s and 80s, so he set his Neuromancer novel in the Sprawl, which was East Asian, an East Asian kind of mega city of the Judge Dredd type. and that seems to become a trope. There was a lot of these kind of influences in Blade Runner. When Stevenson wrote Snow Crash. When Stevenson wrote Snow Crash, he went as far as to call his hero spelt H-I-R-O in the Japanese way. Oh, an interesting looking werewolf creature there. He doesn't look very friendly. I don't think he likes me very much, so we'll just get out his road. Oh, private. I'm gonna have a look in there just out of sheer nosiness. Shit. Alright, that was not in any way, shape or form intended. I am very unsure how to get back out of here. While I'm in, I may as well take a look and hope that management don't kick me from the summit. Yeah, this actually looks like a private home, so I think I really should get out of this place if I can figure out how to. What's that? Oh, balls. Okay, where's this one gonna take me? Right, come on. Alright, let's see if I can teleport my way out of here. Yeah. I've actually got one of these at home. Pythia and Tropics. They make a lot of cool Cyberpunk style things that you can buy in the Second Life marketplace. More car rezzers, like I say, I have been told by Squish, who is the security guard here, that there is a racetrack. I haven't actually seen it yet. Zega, not Sega. Aha! Here we have a nightclub. A pretty cool nightclub at that. Lots of cyan neon and magenta. And fuck me, it's Friday. Presents DJ Cherry Live. DJ Cherry must be playing in here. Oh, rave gear dispenser. Big fuck off speakers. That looks like strange alpha masking going on there, that's better. Alpha masking is often used preferentially to alpha blending by Second Life creators because it has a less detrimental effect on performance, particularly I would imagine for people that don't have muscle graphics cards. Oh, we've got a bar over here. Nice. This does look like a cool hangout. Right, so maybe let's just see when Thursday 7 PM Second Life time. I might just come back and check that out. These textures are really taking a while to bake. They sometimes take a few seconds in Second Life at the best of times, but worse than usual today. Now, in a game like Grand Theft Auto, of course, no one would tolerate texture not baking near instantly, they just wouldn't have it, but in here, you're not going to get dragged out of a car and attacked, and you're not going to get jumped by zombies or anything like that. So you can afford a bit of texture time. Alright, it doesn't look like anything under construction. Still working on that. Yeah, I didn't notice they actually have a large amount. I've still got 10,511 prims left to use up in here, so that is still enough to get you a lot of building. Whoa, what was that? Let me smash.
Blue and yellow.
Control office. Well, wait, yeah. Ah, so they're still renting shops. 500 prims for 750 Londons a week. Oh, here's 200 prims for 300 Londons a week. So those are not bad prices. I mean, 500 Londons is pennies in US dollars. There's a fun thing. You see this a lot related to Cyberpunk, this particular picture. So it's got mountains made out of polygons like a mesh. Now, just to show what I mean by a mesh, I'll see if I can get Fiona's mesh up here. So, if I zoom into Fiona with the wireframes visible, you can actually see that, well, it's quite thick and quite sophisticated. Fiona is, in fact, absolutely made out of polygons. Now, in the 1980s, obviously having the amount of polygons Fiona is made out of would be quite impractical. You would need some kind of supercomputer to get anywhere near. I mean, even just drawing a still picture of Fiona back then would have been extremely challenging if it was possible at all. But it's funny how, to make things look futuristic now, we have this tendency to go back to the 1980s. I suppose because all the guys like Gibson and Stevenson and Philip K. Dick, the future they wrote about back in the 20th century, we are actually living in it now, with all its bullshit and nasty points as well as nice technology. Blade Runner, for example, and Snow Crash actually, and Neuromancer, Strange Days, a lot of these things predicted this kind of techno-feudalism that we live under now. So the old capitalism as envisaged by Adam Smith is disappearing, and it's being replaced by a new rentier class in a feudalist model. So, for example, Facebook, even Second Life for that matter, Twitter, Airbnb, Amazon, they don't actually produce anything. All they do is they say, here's a space for people to produce things, so you have at it. You can come in here and produce stuff for nothing, and we'll take lots of profit from it, usually by using the stuff that you produce to filch your own and other people's information. At the moment there don't seem to be a lot of laws regulating this. Amazon, for example, is putting loads of retailers out of business because Amazon will simply refuse to pay tax in any particular domain that it operates in. The people who have a shop in a high street can't refuse to pay tax. That puts Amazon at a massive, insurmountable advantage when it comes to setting prices. And frankly, if we let all our retail sectors go to the wall, we do so at our peril. It means that the Amazons in the future are simply going to be able to hold us to ransom because they'll be all that's left. It also means if we have another Carrington event and anything happens to the internet, we'll be truly fucked. Anyway, back to Grid City. What's over there? It's an empty hall of some kind, maybe a shopping emporium that hasn't been filled yet. This is pretty cool looking. So this looks like a link rave, yeah, link rave hexa display. And this Sirius Jade Mounted, another contributor to the sim here, perhaps. I think I might actually have a look at getting one of these for home. That is very cool. Show me your doobies. Oh, more cannabis paraphernalia. Nice. Looks like a copy of High Times there. Something similar. So I'm not sure what this place is used for. Maybe just a hangout. It's a pretty cool hangout. Where's this taking us? Terra chips. I've never actually been to Tokyo in real life, so I've no idea how widespread these vendors actually are over there. I get the impression from watching films that there's quite a lot of that kind of stuff, and big amusement arcades of various kinds. And Blackbeck, Auto Cyborg. That's another big cyberpunk trope, is the body modding, cyber enhancements. That's something you could see coming, probably either cyber enhancements, genetic enhancements, or both. It may, of course, lead again to disadvantaged underclass who are not given access to the tech. Who knows? On the other hand, it may go the kind of iPhone iPhone, Samsung smartphone way, where the technology will be deliberately propagated to as many people as possible and then arguably used to take advantage of them. Frankly, I think that's a double-edged sword. I mean, you did not want to get into an auto breakdown between Fort William and Crianlarich back in the days before mobile phones. You could end up walking 20 miles to get help from anyone. No, winter's night, if you had any passengers who weren't physically fit, they could quite easily end up dead if you hadn't prepared properly. Now, artworks from Hatred Moonfire. So she is not just a creator of cyber cities, she is also a talented artist. Some of this stuff is very nice indeed. here's a sketch. This is very cool. Obviously a very talented individual, the creator of this place. Like this wall here, that's a really nice texture on it. You can almost imagine feeling the roughness of the concrete there. Now that, yeah, I've seen that before. Under construction, right. Here again we have, oh, is this locked? Yeah, okay. Let's leave that alone. Again, these are, unless I'm very much mistaken, let's just check. Yeah, Tokyo Near Dark. But they've been modded by the builder here. Look, well, there was some fairly big changes made in certain areas. And that's a sign of a good creator, because anyone can just buy a building and plank it down. It's what you then do with it that makes it creative. What do we have here? Ah, let's see. Hoodies, collars. Some of these collars can be used for other things than just for looking nice. What else we got here? Oh. This building here is the Block 13 building. That's a staple of Cyberpunk Sims. I actually used that building in a machinima that I made to do a sound implementation for my university course. I was quite pleased with the way that turned out. Oh, nice. I like that. Let's just see what's up here. There's a donut from that shop. Oh, good views. I can see over there we've got the Kowloon buildings. Whoops. There we go. Oh, it's been, right, okay, it's been taken apart. Those Kowloon buildings, you have full mod permissions over them and copy. You can take them apart and rejig things, rebuild them, build new things out of bits of them. It's almost like using Lego. It's really cool. Oh, another rental apartment. That's got quite nice views out these circular windows. If I was going to live in here, I would quite like that apartment. I'm just going to cheat and jump back down from here using Fiona's acrobatic talents. So, oh, this looks like it's been rejigged as a hospital. Recovery. Let's have a look. Whoops. Hospital beds and monitors. And what do we have up here? Whoa, an operating theatre. By the looks of things. There's the tools. Not all that fond of hospitals, so I think I'll get out of here. More graffiti and rubbish. Don't know if we can get in there or not. I think not. What we got in here? Another shop selling gaming stuff. Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, this old school. Rockman 3 used to have Rockman 1 for the VIC 20. Used to get very frustrated with it because sometimes it put you in situations that because of glitches in the game, bugs were insurmountable that there was no way out of. Five-man ghosts. Retro consoles, what have we here? Is that a Nintendo 64? That's a PlayStation, I know that much. That's the original NES. What's that? Is that? Oh, it's a glass display case. Sure, that's a Nintendo 64. I remember that one. That and that. One of them makes a PlayStation 2 and one of them's PlayStation 3 or 4. Xbox, original PlayStation, Xbox 360. That one there. That looks like an old Atari 2600. They were invented, I think, at the end of the 70s, and they were still selling them at the start of the 90s. Quite impressive. Anyway, let's get out of there. I could spend all day talking about retro computers, and I'm not sure anyone wants to listen to that. So it's like a sell strange things. Oh, skulls. I love skulls. I'm wearing them now. Yeah, and we're getting texture baking. That's a long time coming, but these look like, give them a few seconds to res. Twilight Sky, this is not a full avatar, it's a mod kit for the alright, so these seem to be avatar mod kits. Interesting. Anubis. Yeah, I think these are all avatar modders. Very cool if you're into that kind of thing. Matriarch Lara. That's the body Fiona has, so if I wanted to turn her into a Neko, that would be what to buy. And Neko, for those who aren't familiar with Second Life parlance, is basically a humanoid cat. I do like these tunnels. They remind me of the Clyde tunnel in Glasgow that goes underneath the river Clyde. Hello. Oh, another hangout place. I think that might be the other side of that door I saw before that I couldn't get into. Or shops. So they're obviously working hard here to build up attractions that'll get people in, which is a good way to operate. Hello. Oh, interesting. I'm sure I remember this from before. Yeah, I do remember it from before. Somehow I managed to miss the fact that you can just jump over here. Yeah, that's a nice touch. The city's more interconnected than I thought at first. And here we have a cinema, Silent Hill. Yes. Silent Hill was actually made into quite a cool film. I watched it a few years back and got quite into it, which is more than can be said for the PlayStation game. I found it difficult and frustrating, and ended up not getting anywhere near to finishing it. I never was all that much of a gamer though, I must admit. I can count the games I've finished in one hand. Finders Keepers in the Spectrum. Last Ninja 2 in the Commodore 64. Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the Spectrum. No, the PlayStation rather. What else? Unreal, Quake, Doom I've finished. Hexen I tried, and much as I loved the game and thought it was cool, I got stuck at a bit and ended up never going back to it. Oh no, these chairs are actually not sitting on the ground, they're floating in either magnetic or like anti-gravity technology or something. Well, it does look quite comfortable though. Fiona has pretty long legs and they often kind of get quite ungainly when she's trying to sit on things, but seems to work quite well here. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Your police. Hello. Looks like a shooting range. Food, drink, decor. I think that building might well be a filler. Fillers are actually excellent. They can still look cool, but they don't use resources. So you put a few fillers in, it can make your whole sim run a lot more smoothly. Pharmacy and a coffee shop. Oh, kebabs, nice. No, that bit still looks under construction. Let's just have a quick look. No, it's not totally under construction, there's stuff out here. Quite a lot of stuff by the looks of it. I think these are just the back of the building I was just looking at. Don't know what's up here. Up we go. Oh. Locked. Must be someone's penthouse. Again, I'm gonna cheat here and just. Oh, there we go. Not been built in yet. Yeah, this area does still look like it's gonna have a bit of work done on it. Nothing in there. Yeah, it looks like there's a filler to it. Bit of plant life in here. That's pretty nice. There aren't a lot of plants in the rest of the place. Makes you wonder if some kind of ecological disaster has befallen it. I think that's a distinct possibility. And that is, after all, another cyberpunk trope, the post-apocalyptic scenarios. Anyway, back round to the main square. Oh, here's another classic cyberpunk thing. The big fuck off cathode ray tube video phone. You would, like as you saw in Blade Runner, you would put money in and get 5 minutes of video call time or whatever. It genuinely doesn't seem to have occurred that people would be carrying their own transmission devices around in their pockets in the future. one person who was Clive Sinclair, who was an 80s entrepreneur and kind of visionary from Cambridge in England. He actually, his company did create a television in the 1980s that would fit in your pocket, and it worked. This cool shuttle. Another shop. Fire stockings, basically clothes shop with a look at it, and you get some other gadgets here. These look Star Trek related. Klingon weapon package, Type 15 shuttle. Now I'm just being advised by Squish that the helicopter actually works, so let's have a look at it. Okay, it looks a bit more like an ornithopter than a helicopter. It appears to have wings.
Welcome. Please choose a destination.
Oh, let's see what the bar circle is.
Cleared for takeoff. Enjoy your flight.
Let's kill that hood.
Approaching destination and cleared to land.
So that,
Thank you for choosing to fly with us. Please mind your step when exiting the vehicle.
Club Plaza, rooftop, let's try rooftop.
Cleared for takeoff. Enjoy your flight.
Up and up we go. Not a disagreeable way to travel.
Approaching destination and cleared to land. Thank you for choosing to fly with us. Please mind your step when exiting the vehicle.
Right, back to the plaza.
Navigating. Cleared for takeoff. Enjoy your flight.
Just another way I missed a collision with a flying Santa there by the looks of things.
Approaching destination and cleared to land.
And down we go.
Thank you for choosing to fly with us. Please mind your step when exiting the vehicle.
So now, the arcade. Hello. That looks like a DeLorean, complete with time machine. That is actually the same one I've got parked outside my archive centre. I do have another one that actually flies, but as an ornament that one's much better in the prims. Ghostbusters. Now these, if I'm not mistaken, are actually playable, but I'm not sure how to operate them, and I don't think I want to make a narc of myself by trying. Streets of Rage, cool game. I remember playing that on the Mega Drive, I think. Or was it the SNES? No, it was the Final Fight I had in the SNES. Golden Axe, that was what I actually did finish Golden Axe as well. I forgot about that one there. That was one of my favourite games when I was a kid. It was very much in the style of Conan the Barbarian. Tron, I remember that one too. Street Fighter 2. I think if you lived through the 90s you'd have to have been in a coma not to have seen that one. Mega Man. Huh. Zelda. I don't remember Zelda being an arcade game or F-Zero. I remember them in the SNES. I remember F-Zero had really cool music. Metroid, I think I played on the PC engine. Can't remember, it was some strange little console that it never became as popular or anything like as the PlayStation or the SNES. Outrun, very cool game. It had semi kind of analog, wasn't true analog, you could turn a little bit or a middle sized bit or a lot, but it did kind of give you the feeling of having much more control over the car than you would just trying to use like WASD keys. Galaga, very old school. Shadow Syndicate. Duck Hunt. Don't see that many pinball machines in arcades in Scotland, but I did notice they were very big in France when I was over there. And the JK Cowlin buildings. If any of you watching this have ever seen Cowlin, you'll understand why these are so densely packed. And if you've not seen Cowlin, there's a pretty cool architect YouTuber called Dammy Lee who does a video on Cowlin. Dammy Lee spelled D-A-M-I and Lee L-E-E. She's I'm not sure if she's American or Canadian, but she's obviously of Korean descent. Oh, just a very strange glitch there. I think the PC's starting to protest against vid capping and GPUing simultaneously, but I think I'm just about done here anyway. That's pretty much got around the whole lot. Only other place, I can't remember if I went into the Insomniac bar. I think I might have started at the Dunkin' Donuts. So let's see if I can get in here and have a look. Come on. So yeah, it's just a cool wee hangout. Getting lots of cyberpunk tropes in here. Very cool. I really like this link rave. I've got one of these at home. You can change the, no, I won't be allowed to do it because it's not mine, but you can change the texture and put any pictures you want under. And back to the exit. And I have now been talking for an hour and 10 minutes nearly, so I think that is probably an excellent place to call it a day. And let's just introduce ourselves to squash the Grid City Centre. And